tertiary material. He doesn't need to be an eyewitness for this thing to say.
But he claims to be an eyewitness, and then that is actually substantiated by the claims he makes.
Somebody just claims doesn't make his claim true. Do you accept that? We have to examine.
If it is corroborated by evidence,
no. If we find no other gospel writers corroborating John in many of the Christologies, for example, then we know the Gospel of John, gospel writer, is putting things in the mouth of Christ. Excuse me. The writer, John, attributed for that gospel, is putting the words of Jesus. No, putting his words in Jesus' mouth. Isn't that what the scholars say?
No, that is not what the scholars say.
Wait, one second.
To which scholars? There are
One
scholars
second.
who would say different things about the hadiths.
One second.
Yeah.
Are there Christian scholars in Christian academia in which they say that John is writing and projecting not of a historical Jesus, what he said, but rather he's projecting John's own theology, own words, and saying this is what Jesus said? Do we have Christian scholars who said that in academic publications?
You can tell me.
I'm asking, do you know of any? No. I'm simply asking to see whether you actually read historical and academic scholarship.
I do read academic scholarship.
Good. So are you aware of any scholarship where Christian scholars who study this field who said that?
There could be.
I'm saying, are you aware? Have you read them?
I don't want to answer that question.
Because you have not.
That is irrelevant.
No, it's very relevant.
That is irrelevant. Because
that really shows.
Remember when
hang on.
the conversation.
That really shows.
Clear evidence that
you haven't provided me any
evidence.
evidence.
There is a detail that John could not have invented, but he is an eyewitness. He writes.
No, it doesn't follow.
Let me finish it.
You did not address my point. He could have got from someone else or someone else, right?
And then he also claims to be the eyewitness within the gospel itself multiple times.
But we know from the evidence he is pointing.
If he's just going to be interrupting me throughout.
No. You've made your point.
No, I've not made my point.
Finish your point, then I will respond.
Okay, all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. If there is a claim that is made which could not have been invented in that era, right? All the three other gospel writers, maybe they heard that John said something like, water and blood gushed out from his side. Mm-hmm. But even Luke, being a physician, bases that the age, medical science could not explain it. Therefore, he did not probably write about it. But John, he said that I'm an eyewitness. I saw, and the next verse he says the very next verse he says that the one who's testifying is the one who actually saw this. And
can you quote me exactly what it says?
John 19:34.
And what does it say?
Yeah. Let me.
And his own testimony is true? Yeah? Someone self-testifies and makes it true.
Yes. No, but are you not seeing the wonder of it?
No.
That particular detail,
it does not prove in any way that he's an eyewitness. It doesn't follow.
He could not have explained it. And today, through modern medical science, we know that the condition was pleural effusion.
Today, through medical science, we know he couldn't have been died in the first place. The whole argument collapses.
No.
He couldn't have been dead. Do you not get it? According to modern scientific understanding, he wasn't long enough there. Did they really break his arms and legs enough? One second. Can I ask you a question? The way he was crucified, did they break his legs and arms and put him on the cross?
No, he didn't. They did not break his legs.
Do you know why in those times the people who are going to get crucified, do you know why their arms and legs are broken?
Yeah, because they can stop breathing. They have to
right. So now you have an individual in your narrative, which I don't accept that in the first place. We don't believe this happened.
Yeah.
In your narrative, this individual, his hands and legs were not broken. Okay? So he's actually physically quite strong. He wasn't there long enough on the cross. So how does he die? Medically, scientifically, how does he die?
Okay.
Tell me.
I will explain.
Yeah. Explain to me medically and scientifically, how can someone for only a few hours on the cross die?
You know what Jesus suffered before getting onto the cross?
I'm listening.
If you seem to have actually read the particular literature on.
I'm listening. I want to know, how does someone die when their hands and feet have not been broken, legs have not been broken, and they're only on the cross for a few hours?
But tell me what the condition that Jesus
I am going
suffered.
to listen to your medical, scientific rationalization. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. You know, here's what I'm quoting from a peer-reviewed medical science journal. It says clearly the weight of historical and medical evidence indicates that Jesus was dead before the wound to his side was inflicted, and supports a traditional view that the spear thrust between his right ribs probably perforated not only the right lung but also the pericardium and lung, and thereby ensured
Probably.
his death.
Probably.
His death. And here is one of the members of the Jesus Seminar and one of the key opponents of the Christian view, Gerd Ludemann. He writes, the historian Gerd Ludemann writes, the fact of the death of Jesus as a consequence of crucifixion is indisputable, despite hypotheses of a pseudo-death or a deception which are sometimes put forward. It need not be discussed in academia further.
Of faith claim. So now tell me again what you've read, see if you've comprehended what you've read.
Yeah.
So now tell me, what was the mechanism of his death on the cross?
What is the mechanism?
How did he die on the cross?
Jesus had already suffered a lot.
What did he
including
suffer?
a condition called hematidrosis.
And what is that?
You tell me what is that?
I'm asking you. Tell us.
The
what is
reason
it?
Because you've been telling the
Excuse
same
me.
question.
I'm asking
I
you a
just
simple
want to-
question.
I just want
Wait.
I just want to expose you.
Don't just waffle around. I'm asking you a simple
I
question.
wanna just expose
Tell me now.
for the people who are
Hang on.
seeing, I want to expose
Can you?
that you have not,
You can
actually
do.
not read the
You
literature.
can do the exposition. No problem. So how did he die? What condition did he have?
Hematidrosis. Tell me what is hematidrosis.
No, I'm asking you. What is that?
No, because you claim to be an expert on
Excuse me. When did I say I was expert?
No, you-
Look at the
No,
deflection.
You
so
said,
don't deflect
you
it.
said
Don't
that,
deflect
oh,
it.
in academia has.
Excuse me.
Are there any scholars?
Instead of
who have said
deflecting,
this?
instead of deflecting.
Yeah.
So this condition again. Say it once more so all can hear.
Hematidrosis.
Hematodosis. And what is that condition? Let's hear it all.
It is the condition where, under extreme stress, very rare occurrence that modern medical science has identified, under extreme duress, a person would sweat blood.
In the extreme duress. So Jesus Christ, who came according to them voluntarily to die on the cross, obviously it's not going to be extremely duress.
That is your
One
view.
second. You believe Jesus knew he's going to be sacrificed. That's the whole idea, isn't it? So someone who knows I'm going to get sacrificed on the cross, does that follow rationally at all that he's going to be extremely duress so much that he's going to sweat blood?
Because
Nonsense.
He was not the product of a Gnostic.
Hang on. Nonsense.
That is
So,
not nonsense, dude.
Look.
Because.
Hey, listen. Someone in your belief who came to self-sacrifice on the cross knows that this is what I have to do.
Yes.
This is my mission.
Yes.
So now is he going to be really worried so much that he's sweating blood?
No. Okay.
Anyone say yes? Raise your hand. Say yes. No, I'm agreeing with you, my friend. Because the reality is,
Okay.
wait.
Muslims would stand
Get
there
some
and-
Christians,
and
get
say-
some Christians, get
Yeah.
some atheists.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
the reality is, there shouldn't be any kind of stress and worry and anxiety because he knows this is what his outcome is.
But he
His
was
mission.
fully man.
Wait.
He was fully man.
But was he not God at the same?
He
Sorry.
came here to suffer.
Wait.
He came here to suffer.
But
And
there
the
was no suffering.
Began in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Uh-huh.
Now,
So
listen to me.
One second.
Listen
Can
to
you?
me.
I will.
Yeah.
But
let me just complete.
just
Let me complete. You can't
just
keep on talking.
just make this point. This condition that you said, this condition
This
does
monologue, I'm not
does
interested
not.
in this monologue. I'm
Now
not
you
interested
don't
in this
like it
monologue
because when you are scrutinized, you don't like
I
it.
put forward two details, my friends. You can check
Does
this
not
out.
prove-
You can check this out.
You can check it out. It
Luke
doesn't prove.
being a physician,
Was he an eyewitness?
Luke being a physician,
Was he an eyewitness?
When he heard,
Was he an
that-
eyewitness?
When he heard that Jesus sweat blood, a detail that other gospel writers did not record, he writes it down. Today
Was he
we
an
know-
eyewitness?
Today we know
Excuse
that
me.
the condition is hematidrosis.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hematidrosis.
Was Luke an eyewitness?
Luke wrote based
Answer
on
the question. Was he an eyewitness?
No, he was not an eyewitness.
Now, he was an eyewitness, and he's writing from other people, rumors.
Yeah.
So
Oh
the-
my goodness.
hang on.
The Air India flight crash.
Hello.
Did
He's,
people see it?
he's writing from other people where it's all about rumors that Jesus was this. He was sweating blood, and he was sweating honey, and he was sweating popcorn. You can mention all
Do
your
you
evidence.
really understand
I
how
listen.
stupid an argument you're making?
Look,
when
that's-
modern medical science actually looks back and tells you that a person under such severe duress.
Why would he be
or-
under duress?
Because he
You
was
have-
fully man and he suffered fully for the sake of humanity.
Wait. What was the duress that made him sweat blood? Tell me.
Because he knew that as a human, the pain and the suffering
Wait,
that he
wait.
was going to go through during the night.
Wait, slow down. What is going to happen is going to be crucifixion, right? Many people were crucified.
Yeah.
So he is God on earth, according to your belief.
Yeah.
But he has a human body because
Yeah.
he's assumed a human body.
Yeah.
So this human body was so weak, and that God is not supporting this human body at all in your theology, that he is now so much under duress, he's suffering. Does it add up?
First of all,
Does it add up?
see how far this has deflected. I have
No,
given
no.
two
Your-
details in the gospel.
No. All your
that they
supporting
could not have
evidence
predicted or invented
is
on their own.
actually a whitewash.
Indicate today that
It doesn't add
eyewitness
up.
account
It doesn't make any
because
sense.
medical details,
It
they
doesn't
could
help
not
you.
have invented it.
That doesn't help you at all.
Secondly, when Jesus was fully human being, he took the pain, the
What pain?
suffering.
What pain?
The suffering.
What suffering?
From hematidrosis in the Garden of
Hang on.
Gethsemane.
What
If
suffering
you-
did he take in? Look, you have a human being. He's really worried, really in anxiety,
Yeah.
in sweating blood. Now, what pain is he suffering? What pain?
What do you mean by what pain?
An individual who's God on earth, like
Yeah.
he's God.
Yeah.
He knows. Did you know he was God, right?
Yes.
So he's God and he knows he's God.
Yeah.
And now he's so much worried that I'm going to die by crucifixion.
He's not worried. Come on, how are you putting words in my mouth?
Hang on. So
I'm
he's
saying
suff-
that
hang on.
He
So-
suffered the pain.
What
as a
pain?
Complete human being.
What pain is
you
he suffering?
Need to read, you need to, you
What
need to-
pain is he suffering?
as a human being.
He's God on earth. One second.
Whatever.
He's
by
God
the
on
way-
earth.
By the way, hundreds of years before Christ,
Mm.
Isaiah 53, hundreds of years before Christ, he foretold, and by the Dead Sea Scrolls, we know that this was written well before Christ. He foresaw this and said that he was a man of sorrow, which means
Who is that
he took
referring to?
to Jesus.
No, does it name it? Does it name Jesus?
Read Isaiah 53, please.
No. I'm asking you because you are the one who believes it. Does it name Jesus? Does it say Messiah? Or does it actually talk about the suffering servant who is Israel?
It talks about the suffering servant who is Christ.
No, it doesn't say Christ anywhere in the text, does it?
My dear brothers
One second.
and sisters who are
Allah-
listening to me here,
Can I ask you a simple
If
question?
you just
Could you
Google
tell me?
and read
You don't
Isaiah
Google when it
53.
comes to scholarship. You don't Google.
No, not scholarship.
wait.
I am saying Isaiah 53. If you read it for for your own,
I have read it. Have you read it?
I have read it.
I don't think you have.
I have
Look,
read
let me tell you. In Isaiah 53, it talks about he shall see his seed.
Yes.
In the language, the seed is literal. It's not metaphorical because this word is not used metaphorically. I hope you knew that, right? Because as a Christian, you should know that. And he shall see his progeny. So this individual or nation that he's talking about, that shall see his seed and see his progeny, if that referred to Jesus, has Jesus got any children, literal sons, daughters? No. Has Jesus got literal progeny? No. So I'm afraid Isaiah 53, excuse me,
Through Christ,
Isaiah
we are children
53,
of God.
Isaiah 53 cannot and would never indicate it's referring to Christ because it's talking about someone or some nation as a group will see literal seed. I'm sorry, my friend, you didn't know anything about that. You need to learn a bit more about the Old Testament.
By the lack of,
There's no point waffling anymore
yeah,
because
he doesn't even understand.
you don't
this.
have any support
Isaiah
for what you
53.
say.
Okay.
Luke, John, whatever
Okay.
you bring,
Okay.
none of them can help your belief.
I-
Where God,
When I showed you,
You haven't showed me anything.
When I showed you clearly that the Gospel of John is an eyewitness account. By the way, I'll give you more arguments, and I know that
I don't need arguments. I need evidence.
Yeah,
and you have
arguments and
provided
evidence.
none.
Arguments and evidence.
You haven't
I will
provided
give
any.
you, and still
So
you're not going to
let's go back to Isaiah
accept it.
53.
Yeah,
Isaiah 53.
Yeah.
He shall see his seed.
No, but listen to this. I know.
My objection is what you should be addressing.
Yeah.
He shall see his
You
seed.
are saying it's Israel, right?
I'm saying it's literal.
What is this prophecy about?
Excuse me, I'm saying it talks about he shall see his seed is literal. Now,
not literal,
if
that-
you don't, It's literal.
Out of your own convenience, you can argue.
No.
However,
The word seed in the
tell
Hebrew
me
is in
about,
what?
tell me
What's the
about
word?
Isaiah 53. Who is Isaiah 53 about?
Don't deflect it.
Who is Isaiah 53 about? Be with a straight face. Give me an answer.
Suffering servant Israel.
Israel. Okay.
Yep.
Here it says, He has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken. He has borne our griefs. Whose griefs? He's writing to the Jews, to Israel. He's saying that Israel has borne our griefs.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I didn't say the Isaiah narrative, all of it is literal. Did I say that? So this is where you
said
listen.
Isaiah 53.
Can I
Who
finish?
is it about? The question
Right.
is clear. Who is Isaiah 53 about? Written hundreds of years before Christ.
According to the Jews, who is it referring to? According to the Jewish people and their scholarship, for thousands of years, who is it referring to?
They have deflected on this multiple
Excuse me.
times. Some of their
Wait.
rabbis have actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to the Jewish practice and their belief and their tradition,
Yeah.
who is it referring to?
They have deflected on this. Some rabbis.
Who is it referring to?
Some rabbis have tried to
Who is it
argue.
referring to?
Of the rabbis have tried
He's
to
not answering.
argue that it
Notice,
is about Israel.
notice
Their
how
argument says,
he
and
is
that
not
is
answering
why-
the question.
That is why even very prominent
Um,
Jews have come to Christ, because after reading Isaiah 53,
Excuse me.
for example,
One
of
last
the world's
time.
leading scientists, James Tour, who's a Jew, right?
I don't think it's going anywhere, right? Meaningfully.
Right?
Who is it referring to?
By ISI index, one of the
According
world's leading
to-
scientists at Rice University.
Why are you running away from the question?
By reading Isaiah 53, because
My
even
question-
Jews understand.
Excuse me.
They are deflecting on Isaiah 53.
I am
They
going
do
to
not
ask you once
expect
more.
their-
I'm going to ask you once more. Finally, I'm not going to ask you again because I don't want to repeat it again.
Yeah.
According to the Jewish belief and their tradition and their practice and their scholarship, who is it referring to?
According to the Jewish belief, who is it referring to?
By
when they
understanding
when
the text.
say, when Moses said a prophet will come after me, who
So he's not answering the question,
who
is
is
he?
it referring to?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Now they will say, so who is it referring to as per the
So-
Jewish belief?
so
And just
notice-
expose his fallacious reasoning.
So
The
notice-
Jewish interpretation of the prophecy is not the right, need not be the right interpretation of the prophecy. He said it is about the
Excuse
suffering
me.
of Israel. But this is what it says. Surely he has
So
borne our grief
now you have a
and
Christian
carried our
preacher
sorrows,
singing and
yet
dancing,
we
right?
esteemed him stricken,
Instead of
smitten by
answering the
God
question,
and afflicted.
he's singing and
He
dancing.
was pierced for our transgressions.
Right.
He was crushed for our iniquities. Upon him was the chastisement that brought us peace.
Okay.
Hundreds of years before
Right.
Christ, this was clearly written down, and the Jews rejected the Messiah, and the fact that they would reject the Messiah was also in the Old Testament, which clearly indicates that the prophecy was about Jesus.
Okay.
To deflect this.
Now,
Yeah.
thank you for all of this singing and dancing. Answer my question. According to the Jewish understanding of the text, by their tradition, by their rabbis, by their scholars,
Yeah.
who is it referring to? Don't tell me who it's not referring to. Who is it referring to? One last chance.
As per the Jewish rabbis, they know this is a clear problem for them in their own scriptures, and therefore they have deflected. They have deflected it.
Answer the question. Go ahead. Last chance to save your face. Go on, answer the question. Who do they refer this referring to?
They have tried to argue it that it is about
My friend, that's the end of discussion. I'm sorry. You are not worthy of having a discussion because you do not understand what your opponent is asking in the first place. Okay, there you go. You know what's happening. That's why, hello, that's why we tell you guys what's happening.
Why are you running away? Why are you running away?
Why are you running away?
Why are you running away from the truth?
Sorry, we're running away from the falsehood. We're running away from the falsehood, sorry.
Why are you running away, mate? You're preaching. Yeah.
Anyways, Jesus is Lord and He's coming again. Be safe. And
Madam,
choose
he's a
way.
prophet of God.
God bless you all.
Because that's the solution. Let me tell you why. Because
I swear they love preaching a lot. Preaching is what they do.
Jazakallah khair, everyone. Please hit the like and subscribe. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone.